Dr. Elias Vance, a highly respected professor at Bayview Medical College and one of the nation's foremost experts on longevity, human health, and genetic research, has issued an urgent and sobering warning that should concern every American. According to Dr. Vance, sugar is not merely a harmless indulgence or a comforting treat. It is, in fact, one of the most dangerous, addictive substances legally available today, rivaling or even surpassing the dangers posed by alcohol, nicotine, and, in some ways, even opium. Despite its innocent reputation and widespread availability, sugar is silently contributing to an unprecedented public health crisis. Dr. Vance, who has dedicated decades to studying the intricate relationships between genetics, nutrition, and disease prevention, argues that excessive sugar consumption lies at the root of countless modern health challenges, from metabolic disorders and obesity to chronic inflammation, weakened immune systems, and accelerated aging. Sugar's pervasiveness in the American food supply is staggering. Virtually every processed food item lining grocery store shelves, from cereals and snack bars to sauces, frozen meals, and even so-called health products, contains added sugars in some form. As Dr. Vance explains, many individuals are consuming far more sugar than they realize, often exceeding the recommended daily limits by several times over. Dr. Vance and his esteemed team of researchers have identified 10 critical warning signs, many of which are often dismissed or misunderstood, that strongly indicate a person may be consuming dangerous levels of sugar without recognizing the cumulative damage occurring within their body. 1. Diminished taste perception and altered food preferences. The first subtle yet concerning sign is a noticeable decline in your ability to enjoy natural flavors. Dr. Vance warns that regularly overindulging in sugary foods can desensitize your taste buds, making once flavorful fruits, vegetables, or even savory dishes seem bland or unsatisfying. This diminished taste perception often drives individuals toward highly processed, hyperpalatable foods overloaded with even more sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats, creating a harmful feedback loop that disrupts healthy eating habits and fosters addiction. 2. Persistent sugar cravings and emotional eating patterns. Another glaring red flag is the presence of uncontrollable sugar cravings. Dr. Vance explains that sugar consumption triggers a powerful release of dopamine in the brain, the same neurotransmitter involved in addiction to substances like alcohol and narcotics. This creates a fleeting sense of pleasure and euphoria, followed by an inevitable crash that leaves you feeling drained and craving more sugar. Alarmingly, this addictive cycle often begins in early childhood, when sugary treats are used as rewards or comfort, wiring the brain to associate sugar with emotional satisfaction and stress relief. 3. Unexplained weight gain, especially visceral fat accumulation. One of the most visible consequences of excessive sugar intake is weight gain, particularly the accumulation of visceral fat around the midsection. Dr. Vance emphasizes that frequent sugar consumption causes chronically elevated insulin levels, which over time promotes insulin resistance. This hormonal imbalance not only increases the risk of obesity, but also serves as a gateway to type 2 diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and cardiovascular issues. Fructose, a particularly concerning form of sugar, is metabolized primarily by the liver, where it is efficiently converted into stored fat. 4. Digestive distress, bloating, and microbiome imbalance. A less obvious but equally troubling sign of sugar overload is chronic bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort. Dr. Vance's research underscores how excessive sugar consumption disrupts the delicate balance of gut bacteria, favoring the growth of harmful microbes while suppressing beneficial strains. This microbial imbalance not only causes uncomfortable symptoms like indigestion and bloating, but may also contribute to leaky gut syndrome, a condition linked to systemic inflammation, autoimmune diseases, and increased vulnerability to food sensitivities. 5. Chronic fatigue, energy crashes, and mood swings. Many people who consume excessive sugar find themselves trapped in an exhausting cycle of energy highs and debilitating crashes. Dr. Vance explains that sugar causes rapid spikes in blood glucose, providing temporary bursts of energy followed by sharp declines that leave you feeling irritable, sluggish, and mentally foggy. This constant roller coaster drains your vitality and often compels further reliance on sugary snacks, energy drinks, or caffeine just to get through the day, deepening the dependence. 6. Tooth decay, gum disease, and oral health decline. The detrimental impact of sugar on oral health is well documented. Dr. Vance highlights that the bacteria residing in the mouth feed voraciously on sugar, producing acids that erode tooth enamel and damage gum tissue. Over time, this erosion significantly weakens teeth, leading to cavities, tooth decay, gum disease, and in severe cases, tooth loss and systemic infections. 7. Muscle and joint pain linked to inflammation. Sugar is a potent contributor to systemic inflammation, a root cause of many chronic health conditions. Dr. Vance's research reveals that diets high in sugar can exacerbate joint stiffness, muscle aches, and inflammatory diseases like osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Persistent inflammation not only affects mobility and comfort, but also accelerates tissue degeneration throughout the body. 8. Skin problems, acne, premature wrinkles, and cellular aging. Excess sugar intake accelerates visible aging and damages the skin's structural integrity. Dr. Vance points to the formation of advanced glycation end products, AGEs, harmful compounds that develop when sugar molecules bind to proteins like collagen and elastin. These proteins are vital for maintaining youthful, firm, and elastic skin. As AGEs accumulate, they contribute to wrinkles, sagging, uneven skin tone, age spots, and the premature aging of internal organs. 9. Frequent illness, weakened immunity, and slow recovery. Sugar's negative impact on the immune system is both alarming and well supported by research. Dr. Vance explains that sugar competes with vitamin C at the cellular level, impairing your body's ability to utilize this essential nutrient for immune defense. The result is a weakened immune response, increased susceptibility to infections, slower wound healing, and a higher likelihood of developing chronic illnesses. 10. Alarming blood test results, glucose, HbA1c, and insulin dysregulation. Even when traditional blood glucose or HbA1c levels appear within normal ranges, elevated insulin levels can signal the early stages of metabolic dysfunction. Dr. Vance urges individuals to monitor these biomarkers closely, as insulin resistance is often a silent precursor to serious conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and hormonal imbalances, frequently progressing unnoticed until significant damage has occurred. The deep-rooted, addictive nature of sugar revealed. Dr. Vance draws stark parallels between sugar and well-known addictive substances, explaining how sugar hijacks the brain's reward circuitry, making it extraordinarily difficult to reduce consumption, especially for individuals genetically predisposed to addictive tendencies or exposed to high-sugar diets. From a young age, for many people, Dr. Vance believes that complete abstinence from added sugars, particularly those found in processed foods and sweetened beverages, is the only reliable method to escape the cycle of dependence and restore metabolic balance. Distinguishing natural sugars from industrial sweeteners. Importantly, Dr. Vance differentiates between the natural sugars present in whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and starchy plants, which are packaged with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, and industrially processed sugars such as high fructose corn syrup and refined sweeteners. The human body requires glucose from natural, nutrient-rich sources to function optimally. However, the excessive intake of processed sugars, particularly fructose, overloads the liver, fuels fat accumulation, and contributes to metabolic dysfunction. Taking action. How to break free from sugar's grip. Dr. Vance encourages Americans to take a proactive, mindful approach to reducing sugar consumption. Practical steps include reading nutrition labels carefully, preparing home-cooked meals with whole ingredients, limiting sugary beverages, and opting for snacks rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats to stabilize blood sugar levels and curb cravings. In his final remarks, Dr. Vance emphasizes that sugar's hidden presence in countless foods, combined with its highly addictive properties, makes it one of the most insidious threats to public health today. He urges individuals to listen to their bodies, recognize the warning signs, and make deliberate, informed choices to reclaim their health, vitality, and longevity by cutting back on added sugars and prioritizing natural, unprocessed nutrition.